Okay, we're along the Acequia Madre, the mother ditch or the mother canal leading south out of Socorro. To our east and north here, we're looking across the Rio Grande Valley. A lot of these salt cedars are being torn out to improve the area so that it's much more like it was 100 years ago. They're preserving the cottonwoods, and we'll be planting more cottonwoods in the future. But what we want to talk about here just for a second really is the Acequia Madre and some things that we've come across this morning. We're looking here at an arroyo where a flood in the past 6 weeks or so has brought a whole bunch of water and debris, a lot of rock and mineral dirt down through the arroyo. But what is of real interest to us is the fact that this has been cleaned out a little bit. You can see these two piles of cobbles, so there's quite a bit of water moving down through here to bring these cobbles in the soil.
It dammed up the ditch here. Look, see? There's your land bridge right there. Your little model of a land bridge right here.
Exactly. So what has happened is, as the flood came down and brought this material and literally flooded across the arroyo, here is a land bridge or an extension of the material, and by analog this is a very small version of what would happen at the very large arroyos as big floods would come down, bring huge amounts of material across. So if you could imagine this now, not as the Acequia Madre but as the main Rio Grande River itself. Here you've got this section of material that's been flooded out through the large arroyos, goes across the river, forms a land bridge that people can travel from one side of the river to the other. But even better, you've got here a natural dam, and it forms a dam, and so there will be rapids on the downhill side.
Hey, look at, there's a rapid right there, see it?
Yep.
The V shape.
And so this is an analog to what would happen to the main river itself. And as they bury one of the battalion members, they mentioned that there's rapids in the river very close to where they're at. So that's what we wanted to show you. We had talked about this a little bit earlier in the day, and I'm going to step down here just a little bit further where we've even got more of these rapids that form downhill. This would be what occurs at the main spot, but then as erosion takes place, as the flood progresses and moves further things, there would be multiple, perhaps, locations where the damming influence would cause a rapid flow. And so here, just a few feet downstream from where we were, there's another area of rapid flow, riffles and pools, as we call it in geology.